Hi everybody, my name is Andrea. Welcome to my channel. I've wanted to start a booktube for years and I just decided today's the day. So thank you so much for watching this video. And I hope that this is a place where people can share what books they're reading, give me recommendations, and we can just chat about all things books and also tea. I am a big tea drinker, so you'll see me take sips throughout the video. Right now I'm using my Happy Camper Creamery mug. They are located in Redlands, California, and they make gelato, and they are a certified creamery. So they make it in-house and have delicious products. I dream about the coffee Oreo, and now I want some, but I can't have it because I don't live by Redlands. But whenever I go and visit my family, I always go. So you might be wondering what tea I'm drinking. I'm drinking Nashville Tea Co. Pink Lady. It is absolutely delicious, and I love how bright pink it is. It has apple pieces, almonds, cinnamon, beetroot, natural flavors. So delicious. Delicious, delicious. My best friend, Lisa, she lives in the Nashville greater area. And so if you hear me talk about Nashville, that's why. My best friend lives there, so I go multiple times a year. I'm so lucky that I get to go visit her. So yes. Okay, so what I thought I'd do today, I'm looking around me because I have my collection around me. I thought I would talk about the signed books that I have. And some of these are on my TBR, and then some of these I've already finished, so I'll also talk about that. The first one I'm going to talk about is the first signed book I ever got because my best friend Lisa, she gave it to me. So this is Val Kilmer's memoir, I'm Your Huckleberry, and it's the signed edition. And so this started my whole journey with signed books. My friend Lisa got me into this journey, and so I want to say thank you to her because it's been fun to find which signed books I want to buy, and I just stumble upon them sometimes. So yes, I have not read this one. This is on my TBR. This year I'm working on reading the physical books I have in my house. I have quite a lot, so I have not read it, but I'm really excited to because Val Kilmer is one of my friend's favorite people, and so I am really excited to read this and dive into it because he was in so many different movies, as you can see on the back. So okay, so that's my first signed book, and then I will go to the second one. So this one is America's Loneliest Road, US 50 and the Lincoln Highway in Nevada. I was born in California, but I live in Nevada now, and I love driving Highway 50, driving 395. There's something so magical about this area to me. So this is by Stephen H. Provost, and it is signed. I have not read this one either, but I am very excited to read through it, and it looks like the readability level is really, really great because it has lots of pictures and then talks about where you can see these different things. So I love that. Maybe it'll inspire me to go on a road trip. I love traveling, so any book that can be a guide to a future road trip is something I want to read. So that is the second signed book I have. We will continue on with the Nevada theme. I got this next series from a local bookstore called Thistle and Nightshade. It is in Reno, Nevada. So this trilogy is by J.A. Ford. The first book is On a Flight to Sydney. It takes place between Sydney and then Lake Tahoe. So the main male character is from Lake Tahoe, and then the main female character is from Sydney. And then the second one is on the slopes of Tahoe, J.A. Ford. And so it mainly takes place in Lake Tahoe, which makes my heart so happy. And this author is local, so makes me so happy because Lake Tahoe holds a special place in my heart. I think it's one of the most beautiful places in the world. So I'm lucky to live within a reasonable driving distance of it. And then the third one is on a ferry to Skye, and it is just wonderful. So it mentions Lake Tahoe, but then also takes place in Scotland. So all of these are signed as well. I just read this series this summer, and it was wonderful because I wanted something that was romance based but also travel. And the nice thing about her books is if anybody likes the fade to black scenes within their romances, then these ones are fade to black, and she does a really nice job of making you like kick your feet and like giggle, but they're also approachable because it's the fade to black. So if anybody likes that type of romance, I would definitely recommend this series. I really enjoyed it. Next up, I have another book that is set in Lake Tahoe. So Elle Kennedy, I actually met her because she came to Reno a couple months ago to promote this book. And so I went to my local Barnes and Noble in Reno, and she was there because this book is set in Lake Tahoe. And I asked her, what drew you to writing a book in Lake Tahoe? And she said, the funny thing is, it's just a line that I put in my first series. And I said, that's quite funny that it was just this kind of throwaway line, and then it became a whole book. I really enjoyed this book, and this is signed, so she put my name in here. So Andrea and then Elle Kennedy. She was a very sweet, lovely human, so I enjoyed interacting with her and asking her questions and laughing. So this one was awesome. This is the third book in the series called? I forgot what the series is. I should really know this, but the first book that she wrote was The Deal, and that's the one that became the Amazon Prime series, Off Campus. So she has her Off Campus series, and then she has this second series about the children of the characters from the Off Campus series. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed this book, and so I would recommend it if you love Elle Kennedy's work. Okay, so the next one with Elle Kennedy, Sarah Kate was there, and I had not heard of her book before, The Good Girl Effect, but it turns out she had just come out with it, and so she said that this is a good place to start. It takes place in Paris. I have not read this one yet. It's on my TBR, so if anybody's read it, let me know. I don't know what it's about, but she was so sweet. Oh my gosh. So she put in here, Andrea, merci, and then signed her name. She was fabulous to talk to. I really, really enjoyed talking with her, and I don't know how spicy this book is, so hopefully not bad, but if it is, sorry, I haven't read it yet. Not that that's a bad thing, but I just don't know the spice level in it, so yeah, but I'm really excited to read it, and I love that it takes place in Paris. So yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so the next one I have is What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. I'm sorry if I said their names wrong. You can correct me. So this is a signed first edition. I got it at the Painted Tree in Franklin, Tennessee. So like I said, my friend lives in the Nashville area. Oh, that's not showing up very well. Okay, we'll pretend it did. Okay. So like I said, my friend lives in the Nashville area, and so we went to Franklin, Tennessee, and I found this at the Painted Tree, and I said, oh my gosh, it's a signed first edition. I gotta buy it. And I haven't read this one yet either, but I'm going to read this because it seems like the perfect summer read, and I'm in a very summer romance, just light mood for reading, so I thought, let's go for it. So this is probably next on my TBR. I'm going to put this next to my bed. So when I finish one of my current books, I'll read that. The next one is very dear to me. Earlier, I said that the Val Kilmer was my first book. That was not true. I totally forgot. This one I got in 2020. So Sarah J. Maas, Crescent City. So sorry. I apologize for my mistake. So Sarah J. Maas, Crescent City. And this one I got signed as part of her release for this book. So you were able to order it online, and she actually signed it. So to Andrea, Sarah J. Maas, and I got to pick what I wanted her to put in it. I thought I'd keep it simple, but I absolutely love this series. It took me a couple reads through to get into this book, and that's what I found so intriguing about it, is that it was really heavy on the world building, and I actually really loved that. I really, really love that. I know I had some people say to me, like my cousin, that she was having a hard time getting into the series, but once you're in it and understand what's happening, I really, really loved it. I loved all the characters. I love just the whole world that she built. So this one is my first signed book. It was not it was not the Val Kilmer, but that's the first one that someone gave me, and that actually did start my journey into collecting signed books. So it wasn't a total lie. All right, so the next one, I got this from a bookseller online, and she's in the Tennessee area. I think she's in Franklin again, but House of Sky and Breath, and then this is a Crescent City novel, so the second one. And I found her on Facebook Marketplace and connected with her, and so she sent me this, and I bought this. I'll have to get her name and put it below her store. But I really, really love this series, and so when I found out that I could get the second one signed, I did it. I sprung for it. So I saved up and sprung for it, so I'm glad that I did. Okay, so the last signed book I have is very special. It is really heavy. The last one I have is really special to me. This is my Michael Parks signed book. If you haven't heard of him, he is a very famous artist. He is a master painter, and I was actually able to meet him up at a gallery in Tahoe. He was doing a special night, and I found out from him from my friend Lisa. When she lived here, she went to that gallery and just absolutely fell in love with his work. And so we were actually able to meet him September of 2025. And it was a dream come true. He is so fascinating to listen to, and so is his wife. They are wonderful, wonderful people. But this was signed, so it says, to Andrea, best wishes, Michael Parks. Sorry if that's crooked or anything. Like I said, this is a very heavy book. I was able to have my friend Lisa come visit me, and we met him together, and it was one of the best nights of my life. So this book reminds me of our time together and our friendship. So this really represents our friendship. I'll just show you one of the pages. So this is one of the pages. I hope that's showing up well. But his stuff is very magical, and as a person whose favorite genre is fantasy, and I love animals, this just really makes my heart happy, and it's like, what do you call it, like embossed? So it's a very beautiful book, very beautiful, very heavy, very heavy book. So I love it. This is very near and dear to my heart. All right, I think I'm going to end the video there. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, this was my first video, and I thought, I'm just going to film it. I'm going to stop waiting for someday, and I'm just going to go for it. I recently had a birthday in June, and I thought to myself, I'm going to make someday a reality. So thank you so much. If you have any tea recommendations, let me know. I love tea. And then if you have any book recommendations that I should read, I love fantasy and I love cute romances, and I do love reading about artists and And so I'm getting into that world, and memoirs. I'm getting into the world of memoirs. I'm in a book club. I won't talk about that too much now, but I'm in a book club, and we are actually going to read a memoir for this month. So I'm super excited about that. I'll make another video and talk about what books I've read for my different book clubs. But for now, thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said, please, please, please leave a comment if you want to, because I will respond back to it. And I love recommendations, like I said, teas or artists, books, or just say hi. I'll say hi back. We'll keep it simple. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you again. All right, have a good day. Bye.